Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit with Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective tarot for today. Today is Saturday, March 29th, 2025. You may follow me on the book, the talk, the tube, the lemonade, the Blue Sky Social, the fan base, the Insta, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. We love that for you. Whatever does not, please just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. Pretty easy. We're going to use Intuitive City Oracle by Rob Barthelman. You can find his decks at intuitiveintention.com, or they're also in the TikTok shop. Ding, ding. Okay, I said ding, ding, but I was picturing an oven. Somebody's got something in the oven and it's going to be ready in a minute. I'm not going to lie. I eat all the time while I'm watching tarot readings. I'm not lying. We got one on the table. Two on the table. Three on the table. One major. Four on the table. Two major. Let's flip that one over. Okay. Four on the table. Two major. Five on the table. Two major. Six on the table. Two major. We're going to do two more shuffles. Seven on the table, two major. Eight on the table, two major. Let's do one more shuffle. One more shuffle. I think tomorrow I'm going to bring in the covers for my chair cushions for outside and wash them. I didn't wash them last season in between, like my first summer here and my second summer here. I think I'm going to do it. I should order new ones, but I don't want to spend the money. All right. We got 9 cards at the bottom of the deck. Top of the deck is 6 of Cups, 10 of Cups, the Hierophant, and the King of Cups. That's interesting. A lot of cup action up there. All right. We've got 10 of Pentacles. 3 of Swords. Had to do a double take on that. The Hangman. The Moon. The 4 of Wands. Knight of Swords. Sorry, I kind of was covering it with my finger. King of Swords. King of Wands. And then bottom of the deck, this lady has been coming up more and more often. The Empress. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. So for some reason, not when the card fell out, I didn't see anything when the card fell out, but when I went to pick it up, like I pictured Taylor Swift. I don't know why. And then I even said to myself inside while I was reading the Moon card, the 4 of Wands, and so on, I said, that kid looks like Taylor Swift. I mean, maybe like a young Taylor Swift, maybe. Maybe one of you looks like Taylor Swift. I don't know. Maybe Taylor Swift is watching this. Anywho, I would love to put that like in my title for the video. um, just to see if Taylor Swift's people like throw me an injunction or something for using her name, and B, to see if it would get me more subscribers. Oh man. All right. Again, feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. Empress can be emperor, whatever. Okay. Someone thought that they had a 10 of Pentacles. Someone thought that they were abundant. Now, family abundance, individual abundance, you guys know how I feel about that card. You can have a 10 of Pentacles and just be on your own. That's my personal opinion. I'm always going to stick to that. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't feel like I'm in my own 10 of Pentacles, my own 10 of Cups. Like, I work my ass off for me and me alone. I'm abundant. And I'm abundant exactly how I want to be abundant. And it probably is not at all like how you want to be abundant. And that's what makes us all human. And that's what makes us all beautiful. Whoever this person is, like, they thought that they were in their 10 of Pentacles. They thought that they were abundant. They thought that they had the money rolling in. They thought that they had the lifestyle. Electrolyte drink. And it's funny because this Three of Swords, the description on the card is heartbreak. I don't think this is like heartbreak from like a relationship. I think this is heartbreak from realizing what you thought was abundance, or what this person thought was abundance, is really not abundant. And again, no judgments here. Whatever you think is abundant, that's abundance for you, right? And I've said this before, I don't necessarily think having all the money in the world is abundance. Some people do. Maybe this person did, and then they ran into somebody that was like, oh, money doesn't mean a fucking thing. And they're like, what? What? Because it gives like somebody having like a deeply rooted belief system, right? Like, oh, this is what I believe in. I'm going to live and die by this sword. And then somebody says something to them and their mind is like, and they have this life altering epiphany, but for them it's like not in a good way, because it makes them realize, I mean, it is in a good way, but it's not, because it makes them realize that what they thought was abundant is not viewed as abundance by everyone. Therefore, it's not abundant. Does that make sense? Like, this is someone that basic. They're basic. And I mean that with love. They're basic. They're a clout chaser. They like fame. They like fortune. They like the mansions. They like the crystal. They like the drugs, the sex, the hookahs, whatever. The trips to, I don't know, wherever every year, the same place every year, Punta Cana every year, like, I have my own private jet, and that's abundance. Like, it's that kind of privileged account of what abundance should be. I posted it to my Facebook. If you guys follow, you follow. If you don't, you don't. But I posted it to my Facebook because I saw it on Facebook under the videos, and it was a video of Natalie Portman, the actress, and the headline was, "She's the poorest actress." And I was like, well, she probably doesn't make as much money as others, but she can't be that poor, right? And then when I watched the video, I realized why they called her that. It wasn't because she's poor per se. It's because she gives a lot of her money away. When she does films and she gets paid for events and things like that, commercials, whatever, she donates a lot of her money to good causes. Just like a lot of people do, right? But they called her that because she's like they said that she doesn't fly private. She flies on a plane like everybody else, coach, first class, whatever. She wears regular clothes, like she buys her clothes from Target or Walmart or whatever. Like, and that's not to say that she couldn't have some fancy things, right? But she tries to live her life as normal as a human being can live. And it's kind of funny because, and I'm just going to say it like this, when I was a kid growing up, I was given the impression like when you had money, you lived big. So whether you worked hard for your money or you won your money in the lottery, if you had money, you lived big. If you had enough money, you had a big ass house, 7 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, 5 acres of land, big Olympic swimming pool. You had a limo driver and a limo. You might have your own private jet. Like you go on vacation every month. You spend money like it's water. I was taught that that's what abundance is. And when I started my healing journey and got more into spirituality than I ever have before, I realized that for me, that's not what is abundant. I don't consider that abundant. And like I said, I posted here on YouTube, is it yesterday or the day before, or maybe Wednesday, I posted a quote, my own quote. Was it on YouTube? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was on Facebook. I posted a quote and it basically said that I don't give a fuck about money. I don't give a fuck about money. And when I have it, I give it away. If I have money and I don't need it for the cats, if I don't need it for me, if I don't need it to make my home better, and by better I mean, like my new toilets, my new furnace that I got 2 years ago when I moved in, those kind of things, I give it away. And I don't care. I don't care. Money will always come back to me. I have a full-time job. I can go out there and earn money anytime I want. If I can't get overtime from my full-time job, I'll go get a part-time job if I need money. I mean, I don't really want to have to do that, but I would. I don't care. Money doesn't mean shit to me. Nothing. Money is a means to an end. Money is something you need to live and die by. That's it. Like for me, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. They literally use money to try and control us as humans. You're not controlling me. Money is shit to me. And I will give that away any day, every day, to not have to worry about money if that's what it takes. If I had the money, I would donate millions to all of my favorite causes. A lot of my favorite causes are animal based. Wildlife refuges. I don't know how you say that. Anyway, I'm losing my Englishes, y'all. I donate to RAIN every month. The Humane Society, the ASPCA. There's a local charity group that I donate to for animals, for cats, actually. Um, I just started donating to St. Jude's this year for kids. I never had kids, but kids are the future. And there's so many kids out there that get sick, that have cancer, and it's insane. Like, I would donate millions to all those causes. Feral Fixers. That's the local cat rescue place. Yeah, I would donate my money. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I would probably buy my house by the lake if I had money and fix up my house just exactly how I needed it. Made sure the mortgage was paid. Make sure I had some stockpile of money for my taxes every year, and then I would donate. I would donate up the wazoo. Because technically, I could keep my job. I can keep my job and go to work every day, 4 days a week, 10 hours a day. I can do that. I get 3 days off a week. I mean, what more could you freaking ask for out of life? My friend and I at work were talking about doing a 3 day. It's like, can we volunteer to work, 13-hour days and stay home 4 days a week? We would love that. Whoever this person is, they're realizing that what they thought was abundance is not abundance. With the Hangman, it's like a shock to their system. Like, the card says new paradigm. Like, this person is like what? But the Moon card, like, this person realizes, like, they had a false impression of life, humanity, survival. Like, why are we here? What are we doing here? Is money everything? Because, like I just said, like, money isn't shit to me, If money is everything to this person, why? There's so much more to life than money. And again, everything takes money, right? Like I just said, fuck it. When I work, I work. If I need to work more, I can work more. If I want to work less, I could work less. You know what I mean? Okay, I got a little. I thought it was schmutzy, but it's actually a zit on my forehead. With the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Empress, right? The Empress is a loving energy, a nurturing. It says nurturing soul. This is like a mother figure. This is like, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to envelop you in my arms, and I'm going to take care of you. That's this energy. And whoever this person is, they're realizing that that's what's abundant. Taking care of yourself, helping others, living your life as purely as you can, as peacefully as you can. And just because we're healers and light workers and peacemakers doesn't mean we can't kick ass. It just means we prefer not to. Because that's a lot of energy to put out there. And I just heard at that point, there better be a fucking return. Amen. This person with the King of Wands, like, they're realizing they need to change their thoughts on this. Like, this is someone, like, going back to the drawing board of life and saying, okay, this is how I used to look at it, but now I look at it like this. And what things do I still want to keep? What things, what notions, what ideals do I still want to hold dear? And what new notions and new ideals do I want to bring in to enhance the old ones, to make them that much more better, to make myself that much more better? Hey, Bubby. Sorry, I wasn't trying to ignore you, sir. Hi, baby. There's a dog loose in the backyard again. I swear to God. Sadly, it really just comes down to the same old cliche, right? Money isn't everything. I'm going to leave it there. I hope the message resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday, your weekend, whatever. I will not be on again for the rest of the day. I'm posting these readings kind of early because I'm going back to the ex-husband's to help him pack. Yesterday was a disaster. He didn't have any big boxes. His back was killing him. His shoulder was killing him. I'm like, look, like, I'm going to leave, but I'll come back tomorrow with boxes. I went to Home Depot this morning. I got him some boxes. He gets off of work at like 5 something. I'm going to go meet him at his place. I'm going to box the shit out of that place. And then I told him, I said, I'm going to clean. I said, your vacuum cleaner better be freaking ready because I'm going to clean. And I don't really care, like, if he was moving out and, just leaving, but his adult son is staying and taking over the lease for like the next 6 months, and his girlfriend is moving in with him, and I think her mom too is moving in. And then when the lease is up, they're going to move somewhere else. But, like, I don't want those 2 women to come into this nasty ass apartment. I told my ex-husband, I said, you should be ashamed of yourself. Like, this place is disgusting. Like, there's like trash on the floor. Like, there's dirty napkins I was like, you're disgusting. Like, oh, how is this even, oh, how is this even a thing? Oh my God. So I'm gonna go back tonight and help him out because I'm a nice person. I still love him. I may not be in love with him, but I still love him, and he needs help. And yeah, tomorrow I'll be back. I'll be doing readings. I'll probably be writing because I was supposed to write this past week. I didn't write anything, so I'm a little bit behind on my schedule. So yeah. So again, I hope everybody has a great rest of their day, evening, whatever, weekend, and I'll talk to you later.